Hello and welcome to today's edition of In Business on Orange FM. My name is Fatal Bayaka. In the bustling city of Kumasi, a new trend is emerging: the laundering business. From small startups to established enterprises, these businesses are revolutionizing how Ghanaians tackle their laundry needs. With the rapid pace of life increasingly demanding work schedules and the desire for convenience, laundering services have become an essential part of people's lives. From individuals to families and even businesses, everyone is turning to professional laundering services to manage their clothing care. Despite the significance of the activity, many operators in the sector say the business is not growing as expected, particularly in recent times. Manaf Ibrahim is a leading member of the Maka Laundering and Cleaning Services.
For some time now, let's say from the ending of last year, when the inflation, we had problems with inflation in prices of stuffs. With our work, you see, we buy most of our items from different people. We buy them from Accra. So we used to have a fixed price that we used to buy the item, but because of the inflation, the prices have been increased. Let me put it that way. Some have been increased, maybe double. Some are even twice the previous prices. And as that happens, it affects our job, directly or indirectly. It affects the job because here is the case: you are charging a fee based on your expenditure. You see, so if your expenditure rises, meaning your income must also rise to balance the books. So what happens is we also try to increase a little bit of the price that we used to take previously.
Not only do these laundering businesses provide convenience, but they also create employment opportunities for many Ghanaians. From hiring skilled laundering technicians to administrative staff, the industry contributes to the local economy and uplifts community. But huge taxes and utility tariffs are crippling the business.
You see, the business is a small-scale business, but the taxes imposed on the business actually affects us in a negative way, because I know we are all trying to help build the country, build the economy, but you see, individual work, the workers that we have here, they are charged taxes, and the companies also charge taxes. So I would say the percentage rate is what is actually affecting the job, because you don't get that much to pay up what the government is taking. Let me put it that way. So you find difficulties to, but for the taxes, no matter what, you have to pay. So the income that you get over here, the taxes will take, like let's say 30 to 40% of the income. Aside that, you are about to clear the areas of utility bills too. You clear the areas of water and light, and then I think petty things to hangers. So it affects us.
Moreover, these businesses are not just limited to household laundry, they also cater to the needs of hotels, restaurants, and other commercial establishments. By offering comprehensive laundering solutions, they efficiently handle large volumes of clothing, ensuring clean, fresh liners for their clients. Manaf Ibrahim says the number of customers who previously patronized their services have reduced due to price adjustment this year.
With the prices of our items, I think our prices are affordable. They are not that expensive. But comparatively from last year to this year, I think we've had, as I said earlier on, there's been some challenges. So we've had a little bit of increment in it. And the increment is based on the tax system, how the tax has affected the job. So I think initially we used to charge per shirt. We used to charge for, I think, 6 cedis, 50 pesos. But because of the increment, so we are now charging 10 cedis. Yes, and for the blankets, we used to charge, I think, 15 cedis. And now we are charging 20 cedis. Yeah. And because of that, as I was saying, our customers are finding it difficult to come by, because they don't understand why things should be increasing like that. But it's all part of the job. So that you have to take that bold risk in making a business profitable, because we can't be on a declining stage where instead of us to move forward, we'll be going backwards. So as the taxes have been increased, I think indirectly it will affect us, so we also have to increase our prices.
He appeals to government for intervention.
It's just a plea. If they could actually consider the small-scale businesses and reduce the taxes that they take on small-scale business, I think it will help us a lot. We are all trying to make life better for ourselves, you know. And Ghana as a whole, we are trying to build a nation where not too much of comfortability, but for people to be a bit comfortable. So if I'm running a business and I realize whatever I do, I don't move forward, I don't see any sort of progress, then it's better I don't do the business at all. Because that's exactly what is going on the ground. But people don't know. But you shouldn't be going out and then because the moment you start speaking up, they think you are being political. So you just have to keep mute. Unless maybe there's an opportunity for you to speak out and then plead with the government to try and help ameliorate the situation for everybody. So I think if they can at least reduce the taxes for us, especially reduce the taxes, I think if the taxes are reduced, everything else will also be reduced.
Some people who patronize the services of these companies say it's becoming expensive and therefore want government to intervene. Richard Williams is one of them.
Generally, the economy is a bit tougher than we used to know. So it's affecting everybody in any other way, and I'm sure they are no different from that. So they will also increase their prices in a way which will still stretch us a bit. We can do very little about that. Even from our domestic houses, utility has been increased, light, water, every other thing has been increased. So it will definitely affect us because they are not increasing salaries too. And it will stretch us in a way.
Gone are the days of spending hours washing, drying and ironing clothes at home. These laundering businesses save time and energy for customers, allowing them to focus on other important aspects of their lives. But convenience and quality are not just the only benefits. Many of these businesses have embraced eco-friendly practices using water and energy-saving technologies. By minimizing their carbon footprint, they contribute to a greener and a more sustainable future for Ghana.